It is currently the 23rd of June 2020. I'm meteorologist Robert Spetta. We have Tropical Storm Dolly in the North Atlantic, and really, for all intents and purposes, I don't know. I really don't think this is warranted being named a tropical system. Maybe it's because of my time in the Western Pacific. We actually had real storms there. But this one, it has a lot of characteristics that would warrant it not being a full-blown storm, maybe subtropical. It's all semantics, the difference between a cold core low and a warm core low. And I want to explain that for my friends who are not meteorologically inclined, at least to the point where you're talking about the difference between these type of low pressure areas. Basically, a warm core low is barotropic, warmer air in the center of circulation compared to the air around it. It has higher heights and anticyclonic circulations aloft, while a cold core low actually has fronts kind of developing off of it. It's fueled by advection with cold and warm air interacting with each other and has a cyclonic circulation aloft. Now, the difference is important when we're talking about systems in the tropics, far as where they get their fuel from. But basically with this storm, I mean, I see more with it looking like a cold core low than a warm core low. For example, it does have a low level of circulation pretty decently here, but it kind of looks like a warm front trying to develop and a cold front trying to develop right in there. So you do have veering and backing with the winds. Not to mention aloft, we don't have that cyclonic circulation. We actually have more so of an anticyclonic circulation. That's the winds coming in from the south, basically veering into this, and you kind of have that flow flowing into it associated with those strong upper level winds here. Some cyclonic circulation, or gosh, I keep on getting it backwards. Some anticyclonic circulation trying to develop to the northern half of it, but it's not overall around the storm. Like I said, it's really all semantics when you're talking about this storm system, because it is moving towards the north and east. It's going to interact with the jet stream, get torn apart. That cold air is filtering in. Maybe make some waves for Newfoundland off here towards Nova Scotia, but that's about it. Really no significant impact outside of that. Just take a look at one of the models, ECMWF here, and you can see what I'm talking about, with the bulk of the moisture still staying towards the south and east of that center of circulation as it pulls towards the northeast, kind of just getting wrapped up with that dry air and the jet stream tearing it apart. And overall, I mean, just take a look at the track here, and you can just kind of see what I'm talking about, where it goes. Not much to develop. The NHC really keeps it minimum tropical storm. I think that the key thing is really semantics, and I even find it almost silly that this was named a tropical storm. But our people at the National Hurricane Center, who are much smarter than me and much more experienced, that probably are seeing information I don't see. Anyways, this is one of those things you don't need to worry about. It's a fun meteorological thing to look at, but boy, it is, nah. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like we're pulling at straws sometimes when we're talking about these type of storm systems. Anyways, stay safe out there, guys. As always, thanks for watching. I'm sure I might get hate for making this video. There's people that are like diehard tropical nerds, you know, and they're gonna argue with it. It's a boundary, and I think you shouldn't name a storm unless it should be named. Like I said, I'm biased because I was in the Western Pacific for a good bulk of my career. When storms get named there's a good reason for it. You don't have hurricane hunters. They don't deal with subtropical storms. This is a full-on tropical storm, which I'm surprised. I actually had to make this video twice because I referenced this as a subtropical storm a few times on my first one, and it's not. The NHC made it a full tropical, and I don't know. I just kept looking at it thinking, this is subtropical. But boy. Anyways, stay safe out there, guys. Bye.